Takes a while to get the genetics where you want them. Those heifers there don't have a complete heavy coat, but they're not slick-haired. See, they've shed it off. It's fairly short. Now, when we get into those PCC calves over there, the babies that are out of Triton daughters, of course, they're behind the calf, and they got the fly-resistant slick-haired ability from the Kit Farrell program. Those cattle have a little more fly resistance. They're shedded off. They take this humidity better. These cattle are grazing this new cell I give them, but they're not too proud of being out here. They're going to kind of top their bellies off. They weren't very hungry, but we got rain last night, and it is a human booger. And so there's a steer there in front. He's got that curly hair. He had a lame foot in the spring, and he's just not doing well. You can tell by looking at him that he's not gaining like a calf ought to on grass on this kind of program. He's just not adapted for this environment, and he never will be. So we get him sold and gets just a little bit bigger. We're making sure he doesn't come back on a lame foot. If he stays lame, you know, we can make some hamburger out of him. But you take a like that Triton heifer there is pretty slick-haired, and look at that calf right there. You don't see flies on him. He's slick-haired, and he's gaining. He's doing good. So you just have to keep selecting. It's a long, long process to get there. So, difference between that and these slick-hided calves here. Of course, they're still getting milk and all those things, but look at the muscles and the ripples, and the ears are up. That's a Triton mama, and Kit Farrell genetics are. So we have a plan, we have a program, but at Natural Grandma, as you can see, even though we know what we're doing, well, we attempt to know what we're doing. We've been doing this a while, let's put it that way. We have some experience. It still takes time to accomplish this, so you can't do it all at once. You can't shut your cattle off shade all at once when it's this humid. If there's a breeze and there's not lower humidity, yeah, out west, yes. But in Missouri, we struggle with getting cattle that can not just stay alive, but they got to perform. They got to do well in their environment if you're going to make money. You can't just shut them off, tell them what they're going to do. They didn't read the books that Joel Salton wrote. Of course, he talks about shade. They didn't read the Greg Judy books that said they got to identify as the South Pole and a shorter animal and do it on fescue. They didn't watch the YouTube channels of 365 grazing, and they don't even watch the Natural Grandma channel, and they're stars. But we can't apply everything we know and think on our animals and expect them to perform. And performance is what we're after. So we just got to keep moving them, doing the amp grazing, adapted multi-paddock grazing. You see I've got one going around the curve here, and I'm following a terrace, and then where the Tahoe is over there, there'll be another line go through, and we're going to go back to some 2 and 3 times a day moves for a little bit. And you know, we can accomplish those things a little at a time, but it's pretty hard to bring it all into practice all in one day. A little wisdom from Papa Hank: for whatever it's worth absolutely what you're paying for it. You can't count the cost of the cell phone because you use it for other things, but you are paying nothing and take that as its value. But hopefully we all learn together. We're all kind of on the same page, just trying to survive in the world that our Creator put us in the best we can. So at Natural Grandma, this is Papa Hank, and I wish you was having this good a day.